In the heart of a big green jungle, where butterflies danced and birds sang sweet songs, lived a little panther cub named Pounce. Pounce was playful, curious, and kind. He loved to chase leaves, leap across streams, and play hide-and-seek with his best friends, Stripey and Spotty. Stripey had the boldest stripes you'd ever seen, black and gold like a walking piece of sunshine. Spotty had soft golden fur covered in perfectly round brown spots, like someone had gently painted her. But Pounce, he was all black. From the tip of his tail to his tiny round ears, he was silky, shadowy black. One bright morning, after a game of jungle tag, Pounce sat under a big banana leaf and sighed. Mama Panther noticed. She padded over softly. "What's wrong, my little Pouncer?" Pounce looked at his shiny black paw. "Mama," he said, "I don't want to be black." Mama blinked gently. "Oh? Why not, sweetheart?" "I want to be like Stripey and Spotty," Pounce said. "They're so colourful, so beautiful. I'm just plain black." Mama Panther nuzzled his cheek. "You are beautiful, my love, but I understand. Sometimes we all wish we looked a little different." Pounce gave a tiny nod, but his little heart still felt heavy. The next day, Pounce had an idea. "If I can't be born with colours," he said to himself, "maybe I can add some." First, he found a patch of red and yellow flowers. He rolled and rolled until the petals stuck to his fur. He ran to the river to see his reflection. "Do I look colourful now?" But as soon as he stood up, the petals blew away in the wind. Poof! Gone. Next, he found a bush full of squishy purple berries. He rubbed them all over his fur. "Now I'll have purple spots," he giggled. But the berries made him sticky and itchy. The colour didn't stay, it just made a mess. "Oh no," Pounce sighed. "It's no use." Later that afternoon, the cubs started a game of hide-and-seek in the bright jungle sun. Stripey slinked into the tall grass. He vanished like magic. Spotty ducked behind leafy bushes. Poof! She disappeared. But Pounce? His black fur stood out in the light. He was found in seconds. "You're too easy to spot," Spotty giggled. Pounce tried to laugh too, but his heart sank. "Maybe I'll never fit in." That evening, as the sun dipped low and the sky turned orange and pink, the cubs decided to play a new game. Shadow tag. Pounce hesitated. "They'll find me right away," he muttered. But as the jungle grew darker and the stars peeked out, something magical happened. Pounce slipped behind a tree. The shadows hugged him. He was almost invisible. "Where did Pounce go?" whispered Stripey. "I can't see him at all," said Spotty. "Boo!" Pounce jumped out with a grin. The cubs squealed and giggled. "You're amazing at shadow tag," Spotty said. "I wish I could disappear like that," said Stripey. Pounce blinked. "Really?" Pounce looked down at his fur. It shimmered under the moonlight like silk. Maybe being black isn't so bad after all. But still, I don't want to be black. The next day, the cubs played hide-and-seek in the sunshine, and then at night, when the jungle grew quiet and the stars came out, the cubs played shadow tag again. "You count first, Pounce," called Spotty. "Okay," he grinned. 1, 2, 3. When he opened his eyes, Stripey was hiding, Spotty too. Or was she? He found Stripey hiding behind a log. "Got you?" he giggled, but Spotty was nowhere. "Spotty!" they called. "Come out!" No answer. They looked and looked for a long time, but they couldn't find Spotty. Then, rustle, rustle, they heard a sound. "Did we go too far?" Stripey whispered. They peeked through the trees and gasped. Just beyond the jungle, near a clearing, were small wooden houses and one little pen made of wood and rope. Inside the pen was Spotty. She looked scared and small. Her ears were flat. She was trapped. "The humans must have thought she was dangerous," whispered Stripey. We didn't know we'd wandered so close." "We have to help her," said Pounce. Stripey took a step forward, but Pounce stopped him. "No, Stripey, you're too bright. They'll see you in the dark." "But I—" Pounce looked down at his black fur. "I blend into the night." Stripey nodded. "Be careful." Pounce crept forward, slow and silent. He was a shadow moving between shadows. He reached the pen. Spotty's eyes lit up. She didn't speak, just waited. With one swipe of his paw, Pounce tugged at the rope. It slipped loose. Creak! The wooden door opened. "Come on," Pounce whispered. Spotty slipped out, and together they ran, fast and low, back into the jungle where Stripey was waiting. When they were safe, the 3 cubs tumbled into a heap, panting and laughing. "You did it, Pounce!" Spotty beamed. "You were amazing," said Stripey. "We never could have done that without you." Pounce's heart felt full. From then on, Pounce loved playing games in the evening. He was the best at hide and seek when the stars came out. He crept through the jungle like a shadow. His friends couldn't believe how quiet and clever he was. One night, he saw his reflection in a puddle lit by moonlight. His fur sparkled, sleek and mysterious. "I look amazing," he whispered to himself. Stripey and Spotty padded over. "Will you teach us how to hide like you?" Spotty asked. "Yeah," said Stripey. "You're the coolest at night." Pounce's heart swelled with pride. He nodded. "Okay, first you have to move slow, like this." They played until the fireflies danced above their heads and the crickets sang lullabies. Pounce didn't wish for spots or stripes anymore. He knew now. He was perfect just the way he was. At the edge of the jungle, Mama Panther watched him with love. "My beautiful Black Panther," she whispered, "exactly as you were meant to be." And under the silver moonlight, Pounce pounced with joy, proud, happy and wonderfully himself. The end.